Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Donald Trump is making a lot of accusations against Kamala. So, this is a shot of Kamala arriving in Detroit. And this is the crowd that was out there waiting for her. Donald Trump said this was not a real crowd, this is an AI crowd. Well, journalists and reporters that were there, they said, nope, this was the real crowd that was waiting for Kamala. And there was also a rally in Atlanta. And actually, Kamala and Donald Trump used the same location at different times to have their rallies. And Kamala's crowd it just filled the seats. And Donald Trump had all of these empty seats at his rally. And that was pointed out. And you know, Donald Trump gets overly sensitive about crowds. So since then, he's now trying to call her crowds AI. So, I mean, what good is that going to do you if you are trailing in the polls now? But we know that don't mean anything because at the end of the day, he can still win the race, even with her, um, leading him, especially in some of the battleground states. So, Trump's false claim about AI crowd photos are incredibly iconic. So, he's been posting like crazy on social media. And Donald Trump has been making a lot of accusations, and his accusations are being debunked. So, in a social media post shared Sunday, Trump falsely accused Harris, her campaign, of using AI to generate images of larger crowds at her events. Has anyone noticed that Kamala cheated at the airport? There was nobody at the plane, and she AI'd it. This is according to what Donald Trump posted on Truth Social. He said the so called followers in the picture do not exist. He continued, she's a cheater, and she had nobody waiting. And the crowd looked like 10,000 people. Same thing is happening with her fake crowds at her speeches. This is the way the Democrats win elections, by cheating. Listen to Donald Trump talking about cheating. Isn't your 34 indictments about cheating, Donald Trump? I'm just saying. To be clear, the crowds are real. So there are, there are journalists that are following the presidential candidates around, and they're debunking what Donald Trump is saying. So, Truth Social included an image from the Detroit area airport rally that drew thousands of people, as an NBC News reporter said. And while Trump said there was nobody at the plane when she arrived, you see, her bringing, greeted by, her being, I think they mean being, greeted by a large crowd as she steps off the plane in the footage captured on NBC News. You can also see an image of her plane while being welcomed by a large crowd here. And a photographer, this was a Getty photographer, confirmed it was a very large crowd, and so did the Daily Beast. So Trump is no stranger to getting crowd sizes wrong. He notoriously obsessed with inflating the crowds at his own events. Y'all remember the inauguration? He was butt sore. They even tried to use Obama's crowd, which was bigger than Trump's during the inauguration. Now that was funny. That was funny. I remember that. So anyway, now he claims that Harris was waving at nobody in particular. Which they said is rich since he's the one that has been captured in a video that appeared to be waving at non existing crowds in the footage. His campaign has shared to give the impression he's immensely popular. It's also iconic that Trump is claiming that Harris is sharing AI generated images for political gain. And didn't they come out with AI photos of Donald Trump with black people? Y'all remember that? Because I showed some of those AI uh, images in a video. Uh huh. Sound like the pot calling the kettle black here to me. In one example, he used his Truth social media platform to share an image of what appeared to be him depicted at a church praying, only for one image to be called out as fake after people noticed he had 6 fingers on both hands. And Trump followers have shared other AI generated images depicting him around black people. Yep, those are the ones I did a video on, to give the impression he's popular among black folks. So his claims about Harris fit his pattern of accusing other people of things he does himself. But they also suggest his desperation over Harris' apparent popularity is growing, as is his seemingly increasing public detachment from reality and his insistence that followers join him in undermining faith in democracy. If he can convince his supporters that the photographs are fake, it's a short step to convincing them that any vote for her in November are bogus too. Yeah. And I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to set it up and then claim it's rigged. And the bottom line is, you know, I know the media is skipping over this. Donald Trump is not that well liked. He's not. And when people go to the polls, that's going to be reflected just like it was back in 2020. People don't like Donald Trump. He's not a very likable person. And lately, and I know he does it all the time, he just seems a tad bit too whiny for me. He's always ranting at the mic, always complaining, always whining. You get tired of hearing that from the same person day in and day out. It really does get on your nerve after a while. And Kamala, she can make one false move and people will change their impression about her as well. But Trump, needs to tone down all that whining that he does. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.